What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. So today we're not going to be working on any of the projects in the garage. We're actually going to be working on my truck. So I've got a 38-foot camper, and the truck doesn't have a problem pulling it so much, but when the freshwater tank is full, it puts a little bit of weight on the old truck. So went ahead and bought a set of airbags for this thing, as you can see. And let me here of this. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the part number. And if you don't know, that my truck is a 2007 GMC Sierra Classic 2500 HD Duramax LBZ Allison transmission, yada yada yada. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put some airbags on this truck today and change the oil and pretty much just do that for the day and have you guys follow along with me. So here we go. Okay, so first things first, I gotta undo a couple brackets. I gotta remove the factory bump stops, and I have to undo a brake line. So we're going to go ahead and lube up the threads on the bolts before we try to remove them, because the truck is a little rusty underneath, because well, it's an Iowa truck and this thing was my daily for a few years, and now I don't really drive it so much, but it's still kind of nasty underneath there. So the stuff I use is this, which is made by Schaefer's. Really good stuff. Kind of hard to find, I don't know. I have a local Schaefer dealer here in my town, so I kind of just use all their stuff, oil and whatever else they make, because it's all really good stuff. So let's get underneath the truck, we'll blast the bolts, and then we'll let it soak in for a second, and then we'll remove them, and then start installing the bags. So let's get underneath the truck and do this. Oh, yep. Here we go. Coming at you. Okay, so here's one of our bump stops. We need to spray, and I can't really see the bolt, so we're just gonna soak it and hope for the best. Hope we get it. And the other one we gotta undo is this bracket right here. For whatever reasons, I haven't got that far in the instructions yet, but it tells me to remove it. I'm removing it. And we'll go ahead and come over here and do the other side while we're at it. But I'm sure there's some dirt up in that. Let's get the clean it off real quick. Yep. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, all the dirt's off. Now, try to maneuver this thing without spraying myself. Soak it. Okay. Alright, now they're soaked. Now, let's go get the bags, mounts and bolts and whatnot ready to go. That's soaking, and then once we get that ready, then we'll come under here and undo all the bump stops and brake brackets and whatever else it wants me to do. So let's get up there and do that. Okay, so we're on step 3 now, and it is wanting me to get all of these. So we need one bag, one mount, 2 nuts, the air valve thinger, and one of these. Okay, and then what else does it want here? Okay, well, let's go ahead and assemble the bag, mount and everything, and then I'll go to the next step. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the plate on top of the bag. There is a direction how you put this on. It says upper bracket, vehicle front. A good way of telling which side's forward is there's a hole here on the bag, and it is facing that way, and there is also a hole as you see right there on the bracket. So just gotta match the picture up just like that. Just gotta fit that in there. Alright, now put the camera down so you guys can see this. Now it wants me to put the nuts on the bag. Put that on there. Now I am an impatient person, and probably the right way to do this is with a ratchet, but I ain't got time for that. Just suck it down. Boom. Now I'm gonna muck this up in there. Which now I'm regretting that I did that. Sure. Okay, now I gotta take it back off. This up in there. Almost got it. A little bit more. Okay, now we can suck it down. I'm just betting with my luck. I'll probably take it off again, but hopefully not. And then we got to put this little valve here, which is for those push lock hoses, which are pretty cool. Run these on my race car stuff and whatnot. You just slide them in there. Work really nice, real nice. So just kind of put that there. Probably got to go get a wrench to tighten it up the rest of the way, but there is step 3. Boom. Now on to step 4. Step 4, we're going to need the other bracket and some more bolts. So we need this bracket, and we're going to need 2 of these guys. Then one of these and one of these. Okay. And that looks like it goes on the bottom side of the bag. So let's go ahead and assemble that real quick and then... Okay, now, as you can see, we are on that floor, so we need this plate, and I have it upside down. So let's flip this guy over. And it would appear I need to use these 2 guys right here. Throw that on. I think the bag's sitting there. Okay. Alright, now he wants us to put the bag on top of it, which I did tighten that down off camera. Kind of was a bit of a pain, but got her knocked out. So we'll just go ahead and flip this over, make it a little easier. Then we'll go ahead and flip this over. Need to make sure I have this on right. So we want to try not to dump these bolts while we're doing it with one hand. I guess I don't need to do that. Yeah. Okay, so in the instructions it says that I can either use one of these guys, which has a Allen head, or I can use one of these guys. I'm going to use this guy because if anybody's ever tried to take one of these things off after it's been on a while, it does not like to come off, and then it's just damn near impossible. So this is my route that I'm going to go. See, there is recessed for this. This is extended out no longer, so it does do the job still. And it will come off when I need to take it off maybe in a year or 2. So let's go ahead and throw this up top here, and yeah, set it down. I believe I'm probably wrong. Okay. All the pictures. I was going to put it on wrong. So, as you can see here, as the picture is, same. Okay. Try not to around backwards and do it more than once. I'd rather just do it once, done. So now flip it over. Throw this in. Get it hand tight for a second. I don't know if it needs to move. Once I get it in there, or okay, so we don't really need this anymore, so just throw that back in the pile. And go ahead and suck it down, try to center it up maybe. And we're dropping things. Doing an awesome job, let me tell you. Alright, kind of centered up. Let's hope for the best this is right. There we go. Still falling out. Okay, we have one bag pretty much assembled. Now let's get underneath the truck and get the bolts that we soaked just a little bit ago and get those off. Okay, we're underneath the truck now. Let's take this one off, which it does take a 13 millimeter, and it should come right off now. With that, oh yeah, right there. That's the good stuff. Nice. Yeah, if I can stay. Alright, try it again. Here we go. Moving. We're moving. Kind of missing my impact right now. It is smart to not use an impact on rusty bolts because they're more reliable. You're probably going to end up breaking it. So, move that out of the way. Now we got the tops. So these guys, full place, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now these have nuts on the top, and they do take a 15 mil. And hopefully these come loose because, oh yeah. Work it. There's one. Let's hope for the next one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff. It is kind of a pain to get to. Just kind of in that weird area that just kind of doesn't work. I don't know if you can see it. I know I can't see it, but kind of regretting my decision on the swivel ratchet. Oh well. It's working. Don't mind all the rust under here. Kind of ugly. It'd be a bad idea to redo this truck. I do like this truck. Almost. Just, oh, there we go. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and do the other side real quick now that we have one side gone, done. Screw you, bump stop. Ugh. So get that other side done real quick, and then we'll go ahead and put the bags on. So yeah, be back in just a jiff. Alrighty guys, so we're back underneath the truck, and we went ahead and put one of the bags on. It's not fully on, but it's on. And according to the instructions, it wants us to dry fit it, mark it, and take it off, put it back on. But we're not going to do that. And I'm going to show you why they want me to do it, and I'm going to show you what I'm about to do. Okay, so we got it in. This is all mounted up. There's 2 bolts. This is where the bumps were. So we took the bumps out and then put the bags in, and then we got these plates in. See, they're supposed to be sitting up next to these leaf spring U's bolts right here, so stick those up in there. And this is why they want you to dry fit it, I believe, just because of this bolt. It's kind of hard to get to, and I think they wanted to see you get it up in there, put the weight back down on everything, and mark to see where it's at with the alignment being proper, and then take it all off and put that bolt back in and then do it. But I was able to finagle my way of getting the bolt in there without having to take it off, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a wrench and then suck it down, and then we'll go to the next step, which is step 6, and then we'll do that. So I'll go get all the parts rounded up for step 6, and we'll start step 6, and then we'll go to step 7. Here we go. Okay, step 6. Now what we need is a U-bolt and 2 nuts. So there's the U-bolt and the 2 nuts. Let's go ahead and put those on real quick. Get you right set up. Alright, so put this thing in here, and then slide it in. And it'll attach to this bottom plate. Get one nut on this side, which these are locking nuts, so you do not need Loctite or anything on these. Okay, now what I'll go ahead and do is tighten it down, which I believe it's a 9/16. Look at that, it's a 9/16. Now, it's nice to use an impact in here, but I don't think I got enough room to do that, so looks like we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Now, it is kind of important. We want to suck these nuts up kind of at the same time. That way one side's not tightened all the way down, and the other side's, because if you take, say, you suck this side all the way down and the other side is over there, it's going to be sitting in there crooked. So we need to bring the nuts down together, otherwise it's be crooked. But I don't want that. Okay. Just tighten this up. Okay. Now we got that. So, come on, hitting the camera here. Alright, so that was step 6, and the wind's blowing now, and that's all we had to do in step 6. So let's go to step 7, and looks like we're going to need a U, 2 of those acorn bolts or whatever they're called, I don't know, 2 nuts and a zip tie. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, back around the truck, and we got all our parts. So here's the U, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, and our zip tie. So there is everything we need to finish up the left side, pretty much, other than reattaching that bracket. So let's get at it. So I've already got the 2 bolts in there, so I don't need these. This will be for the other side. We do need this one. That is on correctly. So I got a zip tie something up here, I believe. There's something I gotta zip tie. And then I'll put this bolt back in, and then we're done the left side. Alrighty, so now we are back above the truck on the tailgate, and we are done with 7 and 8. So now it's on to 9, which that means the other side. Flip, there we go. Okay, so there are some differences on the right side versus the left side. The exhaust is obviously on the right side, so that means we got a extra plate, and this is basically like a heat shroud, I think. Yep, heat shroud. So we'll go ahead and pull these covers off of the bags real quick. All right, got that off. Now it wants me to basically assemble it just like the other side, but we now have a plate that we have to put in there. So, piece of cake. Alrighty guys, so we got both bags on now, and there's one, and I don't know if you see the other one, but it's under there too. So both bags are hooked up, and now all we got left to do is run some line and mount the air valves. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. It does come with a plastic bracket that you can use and zip tie that to, say, like the hitch under here maybe. I don't know, mine's round, so I mean I could do it that way, but I don't want to do it that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna just drill like 2 holes right here, and then run them right there into the bumper, so they're easy access. I don't have to worry about this thing breaking off and then falling down the road or dragging along. These will be super secure and in there. So we'll drill the holes, which it says it needs 5/16 drill bit, and then we'll do that and slot these in, and get our line, run our lines to the bags, and then throw some air to them, see what they do. Alrighty guys, so we got it all hooked up. Bag lines are all done. I mean, just kind of ran them out by the exhaust, made sure it was plenty far away from the exhaust because they will melt. So let's go ahead and hook the air line up and see if the truck lifts up at all. To the right side. If my chuck will work. Going up. Hey, it works. It's crazy. I'm sure it was that. That went fast. Now it says to take it up to 60. The first time. There's 60. Oh, I hate this thing. The other side going up. It's 50, 58, just past 60. And right. All right, so it's up in the air now. Holy cow! That's what 60 pounds of air pressure looks like in these bags. So I'm not gonna run that. I'm not gonna run that obviously in there all the time. I'm gonna probably take it clear down to like 5. To just regular driving, but this should help a ton. So I guess seems that we got this all done. That's gonna call it for today. hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a fun little task for me. Not fabricating or anything like that, but just doing something simple. Haven't done it in a while. So, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Maybe we could do something with this truck. I wouldn't mind maybe bring it back to life, do a resto on it, maybe do some nice stuff with it. I mean, I've already got quite a bit of parts on there underneath the hood, which I could probably get into later, but not today. But yeah, gonna call it for today, guys. And probably next week we'll get back to work on rice box in there. And there was something else. I might throw another video in just for fun. When I go camping, I have RC cars, 1/10 scale Traxxas cars. So I don't know if any of you guys are into that, but I might play around with that a little bit and just make like a small, simple video and playing around with those. But it's gonna call it for today. I hope you guys liked it. That was a fun little deal. And then, yeah, maybe we could get back to work. I mean, do some more stuff with the Duramax. I know there's a couple things I'd like to put on it, but see how this video goes. If it takes off, me working on the Duramax, I mean, maybe we'll do some more videos on the Duramax. But yep, call it for today, guys. Like, subscribe, follow along, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.